because I seen Alchemist tweet and say, he said, I was in Germany sitting on a basement looking for obscure records when I won my 4th Grammy. Also, I've never been to Rock Nation brunch. Like, keep your head down.
Keep going, bro. Yeah. That was big. I love that.
I lied it too.
Every toxic bit of like, bro, nobody cares, work harder. That was like crack for me. It's confidence right on the edge of cockiness. You know what I mean?
Oh,
when
yeah.
you really capping, bro. It's that perfect in between.
Yeah.
You just capping.
I don't think he was capping, bro. I don't think that's the terminology I would use.
Fam, because like that nigga was like,
that was facts. He was spitting facts. This album was so incredible because he reached imperfection for the first time in his career.
No, okay, we could get off the jump with this because I want to talk about it actually. So like we talked about Kendrick Lamar's Grammy acceptance speech.
Yep.
I'm not gonna give y'all the intro yet, but anyways, okay. So bro. He gets up there, cool as hell. Said y'all niggas got real cute with the little wine and shit. I like it though. It is talking down a little bit on niggas, bro.
No, he's no doubt talking down. I just don't see any cap.
It's not cap at all. It's not a cap at all because he's really that.
Yeah, because that's really that 3rd in a row, third rap album of the year in a row that he's done. You know, like I think that's what I got from him getting up on stage. It's just like, oh, welcome back. You know,
it's bullshit.
Which is why it should have gone to Future, but it's okay. It's okay.
Stop it. You know, I went to the right person.
Mr. Morale was the better album. Mr. Morale just was the best. Was the best album in the category.
And you know what I mean? The 50 years of hip hop, the culmination.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It should go to Kendrick.
What do you mean?
Because that's Kendrick is.
Oh yeah, 50th year. Yeah, he's the best to ever do it.
Of all of this coming together,
he's the best of all time.
You know what I mean? And bridging so many gaps, bringing shit together. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Kodak Black has a Grammy now.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Where's the haters?
Where's the Kendrick performance though? Kendrick Grammy performances are like the best Grammy performances ever. Where was his performance this year? I would have loved to see one.
He wasn't ready for it.
Or at least include him in the 50 years. Have him come out at the end. That would have been lit.
It would have been too much. That would have been crazy.
It would have been too much.
He's chilling, bro. That's cooling, bro.
He was way too cool at the last Grammy. He's way too cool.
Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome back to another StereoVision podcast episode.
61?
You know what I'm saying?
North side of 60?
Facts. Moving up the ranks. You know what I'm saying?
Coming I do.
At y'all after a special week, bro.
Music's biggest night.
You know what I'm saying? I hate when people Grammy say that. Shit.
I hate when people say that.
Is it though? It is.
It is.
It is.
This year I really got to see that it is, but people like in all like the thank you emails for working, everyone's like, so glad I got to work with you on music's biggest night. You know, it's like shut up. Shut up.
Hey, this is the Grammy episode, you know?
Yeah.
It was an eventful week for us. I think it was the first time we've gotten to look at the Grammys from an industry perspective. Still far from really in it, but you know, we got to dip our feet in the water, you know what I'm saying? Really see the little players and shit.
Totally. Something that I had never considered until this year really was how much of the industry is in the same location for the only time ever. You know what I mean? Because it's not even like just nominees or people that are attending, but like you know that all that press and all those partners are going to be there. So everyone comes to wherever it is. You know, it's in LA most of the time. And it's just like the entire industry is in one city. You know, they're throwing these parties, and at any party you could be, you know, getting a drink with the CEO of your dream publishing company, or maybe like the president of A&R at like a major label. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The opportunities are fruitful in Grammy week.
It's very busy. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is in meetings all day trying to talk to everyone because, like you said, this is the opportunity. Like, if you wanted to speak to someone in the industry, you know where they're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You could probably guess the hotel. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like
SLS, Beverly, Wilshire,
and like niggas is just all just in meetings trying to talk to the right people, make plays for the upcoming year. Because I think we're still early on. Yeah, we're still in quarter 1.
Yep.
So you know, there's a lot to happen. So people are trying to set up their plays, and it was cool to be a part of that a little bit. You know?
Totally. What did you think of the ceremony as a whole?
I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't like watch it live. I've seen like highlights of it, and like, you know, I saw like, obviously commentary on it. But honestly, like, it didn't seem like it was bad at all. Like, you know, I mean, the red carpet was the red carpet. I didn't see any fits that like blew me away or anything, but that did its thing. You know, people posted the pictures, and then it seemed like everything after that went off without a hitch. You know, like it didn't even seem like people were that upset about the winners besides the main one, like album of the year.
Yeah.
But besides that, like everyone had their regular arguments and shit. But you know what I mean, it was a solid Grammy week.
It was, I think, like the most like distributed Grammys I've seen in a while. It seemed like everyone that was a heavy hitter, you know, that people are like diehard fans of, talking like Kendrick, Adele, Beyonce, Bad Bunny, Harry Styles. It's like all of them all won Grammys. Nobody got Future. Nobody got left out, really. There weren't any like people that walked away empty-handed besides like Mary J. Blige that I think people were like upset about. Lizzo got one. You know what I mean?
It's
like
how you look at it, bro. It's they won a Grammy. It's not what they won it for. It's you got a Grammy.
Totally.
At the end of the day, that's what you're trying to walk away for. And they did. They distributed it well. You know, people got it for what they should have got it for. To me, to be honest, for the most part.
Yeah.
You know?
I was pretty happy, and the performances, I was just happy. I just thought it was all cool. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Nothing blew me away. There was nothing I was super excited about. Besides Kendrick winning that one, I was excited about that.
This felt like a hip-hop oriented festival. You know what I'm saying? This time around for the Grammys, you know, they keyed in on it a little more. And just to see all the different ways that manifested itself into real life, like having Uzi do the dance in person, and like all these legends doing the Last Supper thing at the fucking God Did performance, Kendrick and his little shit, like breaking off Last TDE thing, like I don't know. It was a dope moment for hip hop, and I think that's what is going to be the thing that sticks with people the most for Grammys. Mm-hmm. I mean, some funny shit was, I mean, we talked about it a little bit. I mean, you know, because we like to get in our little fashion bag, bro. That nigga Harry Styles just violated the whole event, I guess, a little bit.
So are we talking fits, or are we talking
both? We could talk both, because the fit was worse than the result of the fucking resort.
Wrong. and his performance fit was way worse than his carpet fit.
Bro, that old weak ass sequence fucking onesie unitard, whatever the
carpet fit wasn't that bad. He pulled that off with the just straight square neck.
That was a terrible.
Well, you can if you have really interesting tattoos and like, or he pulled it off. But his performance outfit was lazy.
Beyonce didn't perform either.
No.
We missed out on some big Grammy performances, bro.
Yeah.
There was not anything. The stars didn't come out like I needed them to, and that's disrespectful, because a Jay-Z performance is legendary.
But it just was the wrong song.
Yes.
Bad Bunny was probably the most captivating performance of the night. Bad Bunny was really fun to watch. No, I think that was my favorite performance. Let's stay
there, because that's just the more I think about the Grammys, that was a perfect way to cap off everything that's happened with him.
Yeah.
I love the fit, even like just talking about that even a little bit, just very respectful of the event, because I think you could tell that like he was excited about it, you know what I mean, and excited to be honored, and like I think he knew that he had a chance at winning something.
Yeah.
But then like the backwards hat, because he's still him, and then like the acceptance speech was fucking dope. Just going from English, talking about it like being just about passion and love, and like then going to like just speaking in Spanish, bro, doing it for his country, bro, his people. Like it was, that felt powerful, bro. Yeah, and that was dope to see.
And I like what our roommate Jeff said too this morning about how, or maybe it was yesterday morning, about how he chose to do the two songs that were very Spanish. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Very like him, and like he has songs that are more palatable to an American audience, but he didn't choose to do those songs because he's putting on for his people, like you said.
Yeah, no, he's really dope, and I think a theme with anyone in this field that wants to be kind of respected like this, you have to carry yourself a certain way. Mm-hmm. You know, you have to be unapologetically yourself and believe in that, and that, because that image is what's gonna take you there. You know, like it's probably scary as shit to perform on the Grammys knowing it's nationally televised, and all your fucking like the people you look up to that inspired you to do this shit are now in the crowd judging your performance. Like, you gotta be a certain type of nigga to do that, bro. Like, so it's dope that he was able to find that confidence in himself, represent something bigger than himself, and like really deliver on the highest level. That was a highlight of the Grammys. That was cool.
For sure. I wish he could have taken home Album of the Year.
That would have been dope to see.
It seemed like the right year for it. You know, just like with him breaking all the records and with nobody being able to really argue with the music. I feel like there's a counter argument to pretty much all those albums, besides maybe Adele's. But I think Bad Bunny was just way more potent than Adele. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. And that's no disrespect to Harry Styles, because whatever I'm about to say, you know what I mean? Like, people liked it. he sold out dumb shows. Like
14 in LA or something.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so people liked it, and it does represent some people's music taste. So like, no shade. This nigga's not a terrible artist, but I think there was just bigger audiences. I think that you could even look at how, you know what I mean, the people who accepted the awards, whether it was Beyonce's speech talking about how this is for the queer people who like invented this genre. You know what I'm saying? Bad Bunny talking about doing it for his country, but Kendrick talking about the culture, and then you have Harry saying people like me.
That was a crazy thing to say.
You know what I mean? It in a year that meant so many things, and that so many different people's projects meant so many things to like just different communities. It felt like there were so many different ways to go. How is this the way you decided to go? But it wasn't a bad album.
Yeah, and like it wasn't a bad album. I think I've listened to it a couple times when it came out. I don't really remember.
Yeah.
But it was a crazy thing to say. Yeah. And I still don't really understand what he was saying.
Yeah, I can't be mad at the nigga for getting the award. I can just be mad at the niggas who picked him.
Yeah.
Like you know, people were talking about before the rap award got announced, are we going to get another situation like the Macklemore one? Yeah. And you remember how Macklemore had the text to Kendrick?
Yeah.
People were like, is Jack Harlow going to send this text to Kendrick?
Oh my God.
Like, bro, I hadn't read that text in years, bro.
I know, and then it comes back on the timeline.
Dog, that shit was insane, bro.
So funny.
Why did that get publicized, bro? That nigga posted it, right? He posted his text.
Who, Macklemore?
Yes.
I think he did.
That's funny. That was a funny moment to see, but
because it's like that is a dicey situation though. I mean, what do you do though if you're him?
What you mean, bro?
You clearly didn't deserve that. Do you not? Should he have not submitted in the first place?
No, I think that like that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't be mad at you, nor is any mature adult gonna be mad at you. It's not like I picked myself for the fucking award.
I know.
Like, I didn't, who's gonna tell me not to submit my shit for a Grammy?
Yeah.
Like, niggas was fucking with my shit, bro. I didn't think I was gonna win. I just happened to win. Don't be mad at me, bro. I'm not gonna.
You're right. What he should have done was been ready to go up and accept the award. As soon as he got nominated, he should have had the speech written that said, "Thank you so much to the Academy and to all my fans, but I don't deserve this." That's what he should have done in his acceptance speech.
I guess. And like, that's cool too. But like, you know what I mean? To be honest, I think you just don't. I have of the mindset in those type of situations to not even address it. Because I don't think Macklemore, like, who thought we'd be talking about fucking Macklemore, like, that nigga's not a dickhead, you know what I mean? So I feel like he would have probably give it like, shout out my family, shout out the people who inspired me making this album, bro. Because all that's true.
Yeah.
All that's true. And, bro, you should think, like, bro, it's like when you're a hooper, bro. It's like we're watching, bro, LeBron's trying to break the record right now. You see them niggas on the Thunder trying to beat him, though.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling like, bro, I'm still hooping, bro. This ain't about you. It's not your party. You're not. Everything is earned, not given. You know what I mean? I ain't submit with hopes of losing.
True. That's very valid.
I'm just not posting an apology text to you, bro. That just makes you look bitch made, bro. Like,
you're right.
You look soft as shit, bro.
Wouldn't you feel some kind of way though?
If I'm Kendrick?
No, if you're Macklemore.
Bro, niggas mad, bro. But I'm not gonna be like, cause that's just me and my like shit. Like, cause I'm just like not gonna say nothing. And when I see Kendrick, you know what I mean? It's all respect, all love. But I'm not even gonna bring it up. We never gonna talk about that. That Grammy will never be discussed between me and Kendrick, or frankly me and anyone else, unless they want to talk shit about me. Like, if someone wanted to shit on me, I'd be like, I want a Grammy on your bitch ass. Like, what you gonna say now, bro? Because like, I did. That's facts.
I know. I do feel like it needed to be addressed though because of the racial component, and that he was a white man that clearly was the least deserving and clearly profiting and like just like riding on the tails of like white privilege.
But we knew that.
We did.
But we knew that. That is life.
But did all the people that were like that wanted them to win know that? Probably not.
You can be mad. You can be mad. But like, that's the same way of being mad about that shit happening in everyday life. Just because you mad don't mean shit gonna change. It's gonna happen again tomorrow. Like, you got to keep it pushing, bro, and find a way to get around that shit. Make more undeniable art, which Kendrick then said, fine, Good Kid, Mad City wasn't good enough for y'all. Let me double down, do fucking To Pimp a Butterfly, get the Pulitzer Prize. Like, you know what I mean? But what you're saying is 100% facts. You like it being a self-aware person. Yeah. And I think that's what Macklemore was trying to do, and be like, I know what's happening, and using his platform. Yeah. That is why it's not, that bad.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
It's hilarious, bro. That text is so funny.
Because how do you go about that? That is so awkward. It's like, everyone expects something to happen. Yeah. Someone's got to say something right now. And that's why my dumbass might do something like that. Like, that is how I would fall into that trap. I'd be like, well, somebody's got to say something about this.
It's like when John Mayer won it for Daughters over Alicia Keys. I remember he just cut the award in half.
That's funny, though. That's funny. That's funny. You got to be funny with it. You got to be funny with it, bro.
You know what I mean? Because that was him being like, fuck this award.
Literally.
Macklemore was like, let me send a text, but this is gonna stay on my wall forever because I love it. You know, this is mine.
No, that's facts. But that's the award ceremony. How was the other shit? How was the Grammy festivities?
The festivities were litty, and the festivities were really cool. It seemed like every night was an open bar and a dope live performer. Literally. Every single night was past appetizers, open bar.
Emphasis open bar. Let's talk about it.
Bro. How is it like, it's crazy that the thing that you desire the most comes in the situation when it's like least fitting. You know what I mean?
Okay, so that's why it was funny for me.
Yeah.
Because I have no business getting faded around these niggas who I'm trying to look professional around. So I can't do it. But some of the niggas who don't give a fuck, I was seeing people faded.
Yeah.
Like, faded, talking shit, trying to, you know what I mean, move and shake. And it's just funny because it's like when you realize your teachers are real people to an extent, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, no one is nobody, bro. We just all trying to have a good time, and if you put anyone in front of an open bar, let's see what happens after 2 hours.
And that week for people like really like hustling in the industry is like the most tiring, stressful week ever. Mm-hmm. So not only is it an open bar at a lit event, but it's like, damn, you kind of need a release. You know what I mean? Like,
with this industry and like with how much like overtime you gotta work, and with the work you're doing just being so personal. And like, you know what I mean? Like, you're really dealing with an actual human being. You're marketing a human being.
Yeah.
You have to kind of break past those corporate barriers that exist in a lot of other jobs. You know what I mean? And it'll make your work output so much better and your time there so much more satisfying, you know?
Yeah.
It's not a corporate job.
It's not. And I feel like the number one thing in any industry is building a relationship with your client. You know what I mean? And there's no way to bond with your client than by doing what they want to do. And if that means doing whatever, like you're down for the ride and you're building, you know what I mean? Like, not trying to go too into detail, but like, no, you could be the guy that's like, oh, let's talk business, and oh, you're gonna go to the bar, okay, I'll be over here. Or you could be like, oh, you want to go take a shot? Let's go take a shot, and just like become friends. You know what I mean?
It's very time and place. I think that's the key that I've learned, and it's like, I don't know if when you can, the business normally comes after the fun shit, which is weird to say.
Yeah.
Because, and that's not always perfect. And that's why there's so many situations that do go left and there is drama in this. But if you can find out how to walk that line and like not get emotional in it, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think that it's a very good way to do business, you know? Because then it's like, you could get past all like, I like talking real, bro.
Yeah.
You know? And
Me
if
too.
you could just talk genuinely to a person, you're going to get to the point of what you're trying to say a lot faster.
Totally.
Like, the semantics are done. And that was a cool thing about this week. I feel like a lot of people were just like either so exhausted or like so like, you know what I mean, having a good time that it's just like, I'm not going to be with the bullshit right now. I don't even want to talk about like music right now.
I heard little bullshitting, honestly, for how like fake this industry's made out to be. I heard little bullshit
for how much bullshit I hear every other week. Not hearing bullshit during that week where there was all the cameras was funny.
You were outside too. Do you have any stories from this week? Anything that you thought was particularly funny or interesting?
I mean, it was just the venue was ridiculous.
Where was it?
It was like a warehouse, right? like multiple stories, multiple rooms. Bless you.
Thank you.
But just I don't know. It felt really upscale. I guess that's what's crazy because like we just graduated college. You know what I mean? I'm used to a cool house party, but like I don't really go to that many crazy parties, and this felt like a big ass party, multiple floors, multiple rooms, open bar in every room you fucking walk into. Crazy. Bro. Like people were trying to blend in. Yeah, I saw like there was a couple artists there because it was an industry event, but there was artists there and they were kind of blending in more. And
successfully.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like pretty, like, you know what I mean? Like you had to like look a little bit, you know, because everyone was trying to get their little fits off. Everyone was trying to look cool, you know what I mean? And industry heads a lot of the time get their style inspiration from artists. Yeah. So everyone's kind of dressing the same and shit, you know, but it was dope to see everyone kind of acting normal and just doing that shit. I didn't think no one was really acting a fool or nothing. It was funny for me. Of course, when I see my old boss, I spill my drink like right in front of him, bro. Someone opened the door and like I was so mad, bro. But
I did a similar thing.
It was cool, bro.
Who's the craziest person that you've seen acting normal?
No, I mean it was definitely Doja. It was definitely Doja.
Just seeing Doja Cat at the party.
She was smoking a stove, bro.
For real?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
So she's off the puffs. Doja's off the
Probably
puffs.
Not. Probably not.
I mean, she's just graduated.
Shit.
That's it.
Shit.
Inside?
Huh? Yeah.
Doja Stove inside?
Yeah, bro. Niggas just, bro, you know, who gonna tell her no? Miss Cat, please put that out.
Miss Cat. Miss Cat is crazy.
Hell nah, bro. That was dope as fuck, bro. I don't know. There's a lot of old men.
Oh yeah,
trying to be cool. Yes, which was really fucking hilarious to me. Some of them did a decent job because they like embraced who they were. Yeah, and were just like, I'm gonna stand here and drink and like laugh a little bit. And, like we're probably cutting by like 10 p.m., 11, and like there were others who were like, I don't even know. It was just like standing in like the middle of the dance floor and like not moving.
Bro, I seen some old men act a fool.
Niggas want to be seen, bro, so bad, bro. So bad.
Swear to God.
Because it is a thankless job a lot of the time. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't get your flowers. And, like, I think that's what separates, though, the good and the great people. Yeah. Because if you are seeking your flowers in these situations, you're going to look corny. But, like, if you wait and are patient, eventually they'll be given to you and by the right people. But yeah, this was validation for a lot of people, definitely, but you know, to each their own.
And yeah, no, that's true because I seen Alchemist tweet and say he said I was in Germany sitting on a basement looking for obscure records when I won my 4th Grammy. Also, I've never been to Rock Nation brunch. Like, keep your head down.
Keep going, bro. Yeah. That was big. I love that.
I lied too.
Every toxic bit of like, bro, nobody cares, work harder. That was like crack for me. I loved that shit, bro. Because it's true, bro. Because if you win a Grammy, you still got to wake up tomorrow and do it all over again. The next cycle starts, bro. Like, this work don't stop, bro. Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck about what you did yesterday. What have you done for me lately? Keep being great, bro.
And it's cool if it's like, we're nominated, we're gonna turn up, we won a Grammy, it's lit. But if it's like, this is what we worked for, this is why we do it, then you're corny. Yeah, then it's bad, bro. And you're probably not gonna do it again. Bro. Because if that's what motivates you, being in front of people and being seen and being validated by external factors, I'm just in the camp that doesn't believe you're gonna make it. Yeah, in the long run. You might win a couple, you might be great, you might be rich for a little bit, but you're not gonna be one of them ones.
And it's all perspective. You can't chase numbers, can't chase accolades. They will always elude you. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like I don't know, the most annoying thing my mom would say, bro. Like, you can't watch water like boil, bro. It'll never start or some shit like that.
Yep.
Bro.
My dad be saying that.
It's like, you know, it'll come to you, bro. Patience, like, you know, because I think Drake, for however corny that nigga is, I love his last Grammy acceptance speech. I think it was, bro. And he was like, really like, he was talking to the artist very directly. And it's like, we don't do any of this for like this silly award. He was very passive about the award. It's like, you are a winner by putting out your work. You are a winner by constantly like believing in yourself. You know what I mean? Because because it's great when you do it and you're happy for all the people that do, because you know where it came from, you know what I mean, and what circumstances they had to overcome, but it's not the end all be all.
No.
And it's not a determinant of if your music was successful or not. You know?
Not at all.
Just be happy for the winners, bro.
Yeah, right?
Which we are.
So
it was a dope week, bro. Glad to be part of it. Many more in the future, bro. Many more in the future.
I just hope I don't ever become like a lot of the people that I talked to this week. Because honestly, like, I went out to a bunch of different events and I was trying my best to network. I pulled up to some events dolo. Yeah. You know, you have to have some go-to questions to ask these people. You know, and one of mine was just like, yo, like, what's been your favorite event this week? You know, everyone's been outside. Like, who's been your favorite person that you've seen perform, or coolest venue? You know, what's been your favorite event? And the amount of people that told me, like, oh, the one night I got to go home and lay in my bed. The night I got to go to sleep early. I swear that was probably 3/4 of the answers. And that's not even an exaggeration. Like, people were giving me that left and right. And I was like, I hope that I'm never, like, so used to this and jaded that, like, performances and free alcohol and cool venues and good people, like, is, like, off-putting to me.
I mean, you know why you get jaded, though?
Why?
Well, it's when you're doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
But, like, when you have, say you have an artist and you may have been through it a couple of weeks, but now you get to see them go through it.
Yeah.
Or a couple times, you know what I mean? Like, now you get to see an artist go through it for the first time. Now you're not happy because you're at this party you've been to 2 or 3 years in a row. You're happy because this artist is there now, you know? And it's like, I think that's what keeps it fresh, you know, when you're constantly showing new people new things, new people reaching new heights.
Yeah.
When you do it all for selfish reasons, once you do it all once for you, then it's like, all right.
What's
then
next?
what? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what that's the exciting thing about all of this from my perspective, I think, like, because I'm not a big, like, party guy or anything, but I do fiend to help someone build a body of work that will eventually get honored in this light, or will at least it lets you see who your peers are, you know? Like, if you're a rapper and, you know, you're really wondering if your shit's dope, now that you're nominated next to Kendrick fucking Lamar, you know what I mean? You're in the same rooms as them. It's like, all right, this is no imposter shit, you know? No. I'm here. And that's sick, bro. I'm gonna do that for somebody one day.
You will.
And I want to go to Rock Nation brunch. I really want to.
I want to go to Rock Nation.
Oh, bro, I don't know if you do you watch the RDC World people, the ones who do like the LeBron impressions and shit? Oh my God, this is like these social media guys, but the number one guy, Mark Phillips, he got invited to Rock Nation brunch, and like obviously like nobody knows who's invited until like you see the fucking pictures or whatever after. Yeah. But that was fucking shocking to me to see just like a social media personality there at like one of these big ass events, because that's the Grammy party of the week, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. It just feels like it feels different, bro. It feels like a little bit it's so ugly. It feels upper class, you know. It don't feel like a party. It's a brunch.
It does.
Niggas is wearing they best suits, like an Easter Sunday shit.
It's a brunch.
The pastel colors and shit.
It's the pastel.
Uzi, bro. Uzi with the fucking slick back hair and the Richard Mille, like, that was hard. That was hard.
Yeah.
The Richard Mille pocket watch was insane, bro.
Yeah.
He's having fun.
He had a good week.
I would want to take all this shit like how Uzi does, bro.
Yeah.
Uzi is like fucking around this whole time. Slick back hair, spiked up hair. Then he's doing the I Want to Rock on the fucking Grammy stage, bro. And he's hilarious. The old niggas did not know what the fuck to do.
No.
It was LL Cool J behind him like, yeah, culture. I love it. 50 years. But you know he's not doing the dance. If he would have hit the dance, I would have cried. I would have shed tears if LL Cool J would have hit the I Just Want to Rock dance.
Oh, bro. It's so funny. Uzi has fun, bro. Uzi's just good time.
Uzi had fun. There were some bad fits, though. Giveon wore a trench coat.
I didn't even see Giveon. Giveon was at the Grammys?
Nah, to Rock Nation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, that was a cool little event on the side, bro. What did anything else happen at Rock Nation? There was no corny speech this year.
No corny speech.
Wayne got honored.
That was my event of the week, and I'm selfish because it was one of them. Bless. I'm selfish because it was one that I got to go to, but I thought it was really cool to see Wayne, Missy Elliott, Dr. Dre, and Sylvia Rhone all got honored with this Global Impact Award. Each of them spoke, and before the speech, each of them had like a special artist do like a performance for them, you know. So like Sylvia had like Busta Rhymes come out and do a medley. Missy Elliott had like Sierra was there with Russell Wilson, so Sierra came out and did a performance. And who else? Chloe, or maybe it was Hallie.
It was Chloe.
It was Chloe probably. He sang. Dre had Snoop come out and do a medley of Snoop stuff. Corrupt was there with Snoop. And then Wayne, it was Tyga, and who else? Who did Bad Boys? One other person performed for Wayne. But I don't know. It seemed like a really cool ceremony to really shine a light on. I don't know. Hip hop is not used to getting these lifetime awards. You know what I mean? Dre touched on it in his speech. Wayne touched on it in his speech. It's such like a young genre that's having an award like a global impact, a lifetime award. Like these artists aren't used to having this. You know what I mean? So it was really cool to see their reaction and see what they had to say about it. And just from the perspective of like it's put on by like the Black Music Collective, to have an exec like Sylvia Rohn, who is still probably the only president and CEO who's like a black woman of a major label. She broke down all the barriers early, released the first black female hip hop album ever with MC Lyte. You know what I mean? Like a real like trailblazer. To hear her talk was really cool.
I think that why it's so important that it's a global impact award is because this experience, like the black experience, is not a monolith. And like the human experience is not, you know?
Yeah.
And like to show that you can be so many different types of black person, you know, all those people you just named, so different.
Yeah.
And just like having that on full display, Wayne influencing a whole generation. Like Missy, bro. I think Doechii, like all these people who we love, bro, are so clearly inspired by these people. You know what I mean? We want to be executives one day. Like Sylvia is a top tier executive, regardless of her being the only black woman, you know what I mean? Just at her job.
Oh yeah,
you know
just what she does.
Like all of them are like just great at their craft.
And Dr. Dre.
And have like Dre, bro, like they've dominated it, but have done it in such different ways that are so like unique to them, bro, and like are so true to their roots and have never had to switch up, bro. It's a beautiful thing to see. That was dope. I love seeing Tyga perform with the Wayne shit too, because it's like that's really like one of Wayne's sons, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like came up with him, did all the little shit.
It was cool.
That was cool.
And Wayne is just kind of having a moment too. He announced the Carter tour.
Yeah.
It sounds like Carter 6 is coming pretty soon.
Yeah.
You know, that's what seems to be happening. And he seems to be in a good space. I don't know. Like the speech was eloquent and incredible. His daughter had amazing things to say about his health and like where he was at. Like,
I mean, Wayne is a GOAT. And I think he's slowly started to accept it over the past 2 to 3 years, I want to say. I feel like for a little bit he was still trying to find a place in this.
Yeah.
Because he's not super old.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I think when you get into your 40s, you're a different person. You know what I mean? You're starting to enter that next phase of your just overall life, regardless of career. And so I think over these like last couple of years, Wayne has kind of accepted, like, let me die back. Like, let me like, you know what I mean? Just get my flowers.
Yeah.
I think Wayne has been receiving a lot of flowers and has been accepting them with open arms, very gracefully, and focusing on him being the best version of himself he can be rather than putting out music.
Totally.
And reminding us in that way that he's a GOAT, you know?
Yeah, because it seems like that's one of the most pivotal moments in someone's career, because nobody can be a superstar for more than 8 years probably maximum. Then people are going to lose interest. Nobody's a superstar for that long, you know? So it's like once you're done being a superstar, do you usher into the GOAT tier? Do you transition with grace, or do you fight it long enough to see yourself become corny? You know what I'm saying? And I feel you where he was fighting it for a little bit, but I do think he has begun his transition.
For me, it's all mystique. You have to have a little bit of mystery, bro. You saw like Brady this year, bro. That nigga went out bad as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck Tom Brady. Any chance I get, I'ma say it. But like, you know, it's pushing it too much.
He did.
Doing a little too much.
Yeah.
Wanting it, like, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, just ride off into the sunset sometimes. When you have the opportunity to do it. And yes, maybe like you're fucking 20 touchdowns away from being the number one all time, but like the fact that you were number 2 and like you just rode off on a championship or something like that is going to add to your legacy so much more.
Totally.
Like go out on a great album, you know?
Yeah. Which
I think Wayne is kind of like now he's gearing up to. I'm excited. Wayne might drop his 444.
Yeah.
If we get a project of that level from Wayne.
Bro. And I don't know why we wouldn't. Like, I don't know. There's no signs that tell me that he's going to drop like a boring album.
As a Wayne fan, I think it would be hard to. I think it's gonna be really hard to be very, very honest. Because I literally like yesterday I was listening to the Carter 2, and what Wayne was doing in that mixtape era was just different.
Yeah.
And there was shock value. There was a lot of shock value associated with it. Like, we had never seen someone be that consistent, put out that much music, and look be like wild. Like, he was insane.
Yeah.
And, you know, he went to jail, bro, was sipping lean, then he started skateboarding, then he started singing. Everybody loved him. He's on tracks everywhere. Like, Wayne, when he was hitting, was talking, like, we were just interested in his life.
Yeah.
Maybe if like Wayne chronicles like his come up again, like goes back to like his younger days. I don't know.
No, I don't think he should.
Like, what do we want him to talk about?
I think he just follows Hove, because you disagree with this, and I know you do. But for me, the greatness of 444 was not in the rapping, the bars, the sonics, because to me, like on just an ability level, it was a step down from his greatest works. Mm-hmm. But what puts it on a tier where I'll be all right when you argue it in like top 3, top 4 in his discog was mature subject matter and mature beat selection. You know what I'm saying? It boils down to those two things, because I don't think there's a case to be made that he's rapping as good on 444 as he was on the Black album, as he was on Reasonable Doubt, on the Blueprint. He's just not. He's just not.
But you can.
No, he's just not. He's just not. I listened to 444 yesterday. He's just not.
Bro.
But it's a great project. It's a great project because he's so much more insightful. He's so much more insightful, and it comes from a different place. You know what I'm saying? And the beat selection is maybe the best it's been in his whole career.
There's a disconnect. We don't call that money over here, bro. Are
Hard.
you kidding me?
No, but
bro?
that's not a bar because technically it's so complex.
It is technically a bar.
I know, but what makes that great is the perspective.
Exactly. That's why it's his best album. It's twofold greatness.
If Hove would have said that in 2002, it wouldn't have been that impressive.
Facts.
So Wayne doesn't need to rap like he did in the mixtape era, or even has that same shock value. He just needs to be who he is, but come at it from a mature perspective and have really mature instrumentation. Surround himself by great musicians.
But I've never heard him talk like that.
I know, like we hadn't heard Hove.
We've heard
when
Hove has always been on Mogul Talk.
Yeah,
Hove has been on Mogul
but
Talk.
not like this. Not like
but
this.
Like I wasn't like shocked.
Like
were you shocked?
No. But Wayne could do it in his own way. He doesn't need to sound like Jay-Z talking about art and shit. He could mature in his own way. It just needs to be the same Wayne, but from an older perspective and one that's honestly himself at this moment.
My thing that could maybe do it is if he picks the right young people, gets like 3 to 5 features on there, and the perspective he takes on it isn't talking about life or even like the black community, but rap culture and as a whole, because I think that's where Wayne has had the most impact. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think Jay-Z is like a figure for like money and investment, all that. I think that's like him as a businessman is almost just as big as him as a rapper. You know what I mean? Wayne is a rapper's rapper.
Yeah.
And if he could do something with that, like Wayne and Jid.
I mean, we already got that though.
But like, I need like a iconic Wayne and Jid. I need a Wayne and Jid with the production. I need a Wayne and Jid with like a crazy beat.
That's what I need, bro. Because I don't need Wayne to rap 200 words a minute. He's done that his whole career. Exactly. I don't need to be blown away by the technicalities. I just want 8 Wayne songs produced by The Alchemist.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's all I need,
and
bro.
It doesn't need to be as big as a Mona Lisa.
No,
because that's almost doing too much for me. I just want greatness. Alchemist is perfect, but who's his Alchemist? Maybe Swizz Beatz?
No, I mean that's too big. Swizz is too big, too old. He needs someone eclectic and tasteful and artsy.
Like
honestly,
who, though?
Like Jay-Z had No ID.
But No ID is just as old as Swizz Beatz.
I know, but Swizz is I don't know. Maybe it's Swizz. Maybe it's Swizz.
Because I feel like they have a rapport.
But definitely. Swizz literally introed Wayne at this thing I was at.
Yeah, bro. Another Gangsta Grills, maybe. Is that we're going back too much? I want
some artsy shit. I want like Mad Lib or like something on that level.
Mad Lib would do it. I think Mad Lib could do it.
And I think Wayne needs to reach outside of anyone he's ever worked with to make this jump.
Mad Lib would be the only big guy legend guy that I see could do the type of beats that would do Wayne justice. Because Alchemist is a little. I just don't think their sounds are. But
tell me you don't want it. Tell me you don't want it.
Yeah, as a fan, of course. But Madlib sounds like. When you said Madlib, it hit different than the Alchemist one. Because I could hear Madlib.
Yeah.
A little bit. And it's like, oh my God. Like that's a good one. No ID maybe even. Wouldn't be bad. Swizz maybe. We'll find someone. But Wayne is going to give us a hit. Wayne is going to give us something. I'm excited for that.
I am too.
What else happened? We had one other thing we want to talk about. Oh, the Yachty album. Oh, yeah, the new music stuff.
The Yachty album.
I guess before we get into the Yachty album, because we can talk about that for a minute, the Pink Panthers Ice Spice song is fucking fire. Bro.
Yep, I love it. I listened to it a couple times.
All day, bro. It's always, I love that shit, bro.
I'm here for Ice Spice. I'm part of the Ice Spice army.
Yeah, and I'm late, but I think I'm going to really try to get into Pink Panthers.
Yeah.
I've everything that I've heard that she's been kind of associated with, I think I've been a fan of, so I want to actually like give her some listen.
I think she's a good segue into hyperpop. You know what I mean? Into this kind of new age like pop revolution. Like I think she's something that's still palatable enough to us older people, which is funny saying at 23, but you know what I mean? Like the people that are really listening to this are younger than that. So I think it's something that can really help our generation and every generation older than us segue into what sounds like it might be the next big thing in pop music, you know?
I guess, yeah. Is it pop music?
I think it's like hyperpop.
But is that pop? It's so rap. Hyperpop is so next to rap at this point, and like hip hop and like underground hip hop, you know?
At this point, genre, like trying to find things by genre is pointless.
Yeah, because, that's a crazy... I don't even know how to describe the sound that was. That song was ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Ice Spice is having her moment still. She going crazy.
I'm here for it.
Yachty,
she's the queen of New York.
Yeah. But Yachty came with this alternative album that we've all been kind of hearing rumblings for a little bit. Did we ever confirm if it was the same thing that was leaked?
I didn't listen to the leak.
But I think that it was cool to see people give attention to Yachty for like a whole couple of days and really talk about and dialogue on the album. He dropped it at a great time, I think.
Me too.
There was a lot of attention on him, especially after the Drake stuff and being so heavily associated with that. I think people started to really give him more respect.
Yeah.
And I think it was a good release for him. I didn't love the album. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be playing it a ton.
Yeah, I still do play it every day, and I think it is probably the best work that he's ever released. I think it's the most complete project he's ever released, and probably has his like his best song ever, you know, in either Black Seminole or Drive Me Crazy or whatever it's called.
Bro, am I tripping? Black Seminole's cool. I like it's Lil Yachty doing alternative, and I think that's a big understanding thing to get over. It's like kind of shocking. It's like, whoa, this is dope, but like at the end of the day, it was really, really fucking insane production.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of moments that I didn't want Yachty to be the vocalist.
Okay. I've heard that take a couple times.
That is my overall opinion after hearing the album a couple times. There's moments and there's songs that I could take away, but it's not sticky to me.
I feel it. I've heard that opinion. I disagree with it, but I have heard that. Like the imperfection honestly really makes it good to me. And I hear a song like Black Seminole and I think about someone like Gene Dawson or Yves Tumor singing it, which both would make a lot of sense. And I'd rather have Yachty than either of them because they tap into this register where they really hit the notes with power, and it just sounds like all the psych rock that I've listened to my whole life. You know what I mean? This is different. This is somebody that isn't like a lead vocalist of a band. This is someone that did not rise to fame because they're so technically solid. There's cracks, and the cracks are beautiful. You know what I mean? Because that's what the music's about.
Someone not named Lil Yachty, some kid from Wisconsin with 3,000 Instagram followers drops this though. And what are you saying?
I'm into it.
I'm into it. I promise
I'm into it. I promise I'm into it.
Giving it the same acclaim because then it's just like, oh, this kid is attempting to do the psych rock thing and he's got some more work to do.
No. I'm not saying that, but I'm also not giving it the same acclaim.
Because you know he didn't produce it either.
Yeah.
So if you get this kid who gives you this album and he's not Lil Yachty and you say you didn't produce this.
Yachty did have production credits on a lot of it.
On 2 songs.
Really, just 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, no. I'm tripping. I think he had at least he had a couple. I think he had 5+ actually.
I thought he had some.
He had a couple, but I don't know. I think let's see what comes of this after. I think maybe this is a situation of you attempting something because you're working towards a sound and it's your first attempt, but not your best attempt. Because there's definitely something here. Mm-hmm. And it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. I just want to put it in perspective. Because I feel like people were like really, really like, for a moment there, like talking about it crazy. Mm-hmm. And like, you know, at the end of the day, I don't normally agree with Pitchfork, but I feel like Pitchfork's conversation about it was pretty accurate. Gave like a 7.7, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like I read the article. It's a pretty, you know what I mean? I agree with what they said on it. You know, it's not perfect.
They give it a 7.7?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's good. I think that's really good. Like, I think that's totally fine.
Yeah.
That's totally fucking fine. This isn't no, like, fucking masterpiece, like, put this in the classics, all this shit, but it's one of Yachty's dopest albums.
Yeah.
I can confidently say.
This is album of the year so far, without a doubt. What else? What is?
I mean, I guess, like, does SOS count?
No, this year.
That's come out in 2023, yeah.
Thank you.
What else has come out?
Nothing.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But
album of the year so far, undoubtedly, of 2023. Nothing comes close. Nothing comes close. I don't know why you're hating right now.
Because one album could come out that's like average and it's going to be album of the year.
No, it's not. This was a really strong release. From somebody that likes this kind of music, this was a really strong release.
But it's not like album of the year combo.
It should be talked about until something really impressive is dropped. The way that he comes in on Black Seminole,
but that's
the way
song.
No. But I'm just saying, like, the way that the album starts with those chords is really powerful.
It lost me like 5 songs in.
But like, I don't know. Have you ever listened to a psych rock album that kept you for the whole album? Bro, like, I just don't see you slapping any of this music like that.
Dark Side of the Moon.
You listen to Dark Side of the Moon?
It's better than this by astronomically, but it's like, because I felt like it was going somewhere. Like, I forget the song where you hear, is it the song Money, where you hear the fucking like little like the cash counter in the background and shit like that. Like, there's details in these other albums. Like, when you talk about like the meaning behind that album, like there's something there. There wasn't much meaning behind this to me. This was just Yachty making a psych rock album, but what was he even talking about on it a lot of the time?
I do feel that. I do, and I feel like when he was talking about it, it was surface level.
Ooh, yeah. Because now let's really go. Because I'm not a psych rock guy.
Yeah.
But as someone who respects music and has like had people who like it, like, you know what I mean? What people like about it is that it is talking about something a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? When you take these psychs and you do this thing, it is like, you know what I mean, opening your mind and shit. And that comes through in their music. Mm-hmm. This felt very derivative of that to me without the substance.
Okay. I can buy that because it's surface level. Because like the messaging seemed pretty clear off rip. I just think it sounds really good.
Yes.
I think it sounds really
and
good.
And it does. And that's a fact. But that's not, and Yachty has production credits. And this was his first attempt. And you know what I mean? There's no reason to, if people like it, that's a good thing.
And the features are curated very finely.
It is, bro. And just like, there's some really fucking dope producers on here.
Yeah.
Like, he's working with some really, really cool up and coming people.
Yeah.
Which is dope, and it's a good look for him.
And it's like, just because he's not necessarily the best vocalist, like, when is that ever a knock? Like, he's the creative director of this album. Like, you love West Side Gun. You know what I mean? Like,
but when West Side Gun comes with bars, they hit hard.
Yeah,
West Side Gun might have the best jail bars in the game.
But West Side Gun is never the best vocalist on his own album ever. He's never been that. Sorry, he's not.
He performs better on his shit than fucking. This was cool. This was fine. This was whatever. I just feel like this is ain't shit come out this year.
You're right.
This is just
except for Yachty. The album cover sucks. Why did he do that for the album cover?
All right. So like, bro, like there was flaws.
I have gripes. I'm not saying it's a classic. I'm just saying it was not just Yachty trying something. It was Yachty executing something pretty well and making some of the best songs he's ever made in his career and some of the best like experimental tracks that like a traditional like
Final
rapper.
Form is better than every song on that album.
I disagree,
bro.
I disagree, and I love Final Form.
I know.
I'd strongly disagree.
Final Form better than this song.
No.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Catch y'all on the next one, man.
Peace.